It's a little bit nippy out here. But it's so good to see you guys at 3:49 in the AM, just outside of Toronto time. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all nice and warm. All cuddly. Are y'all cuddly somewhere? What's happening, Dunkinator? Fuh. Fuh you. Are you guys all cuddly somewhere? Warm and cuddly? What's happening, boys? It's good to see ya. Outside at 3:50 in the AM. Getting some fresh air. How's everyone doing? Fuh. I just came out for some fresh air. Let us know what you guys are wearing. I'm in Jersey. Chanel Jersey EDP for the evening. Just got home a little while ago. Cooked up some dinner. Some eggs, some beef. Had a shower. Put on some fresh clothes. Applied some fresh jersey. Nice cottony, soft, warm lavender. Jersey's so good. Jersey is a sunny lavender. It's dry and scratchy, but it's still very sunny. It's like sitting in a lavender field out in France, like towards the sunset. Turned on in number 5, O Premiere. What's happening, Michael John? Good to see you. How's everyone doing? How cold is it? I think it's -1. So what would that be in Fahrenheit? Around 30? Is that cold? Just came out to get some fresh air. Just be a minute. But it's nice. I mean, it's crisp, but nice and fresh. Scent of the day, Les Indomitable Ombre Supreme. This is how I imagine dolphin musk smells. How'd you get that visual, dolphin musk? Oh, okay. Well, ambergris it's quite aquatic, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah, it is marine-like, aquatic-like, oceanic. It could have that kind of qualities. Totally. Haircut? I would love one. I was thinking about going for one tomorrow. Technically, it's freezing. Yeah, it's cold. How often do we go for haircuts? Are we on the schedule, or is it just whenever we feel like? How often we hit the barber shop? I was watching Troy Bond stand-up comedy. Who's Troy Bond? Never heard of Troy Bond. Give us your strain of the night. I'm in sour diesel again. Always go back to the sour D because it's delicious. Sour D and eggs and steak and Chanel. Well, perfume, but Chanel. Perfume, but Chanel. What's happening? Drawn by Morning from the UK. Scented Day, Lalique. Imperial Green. Well, happy Friday. Yeah, enjoy your Friday. Whatever you guys have planned for the day. Rich should be doing a live stream today. Our top 5 Dior Privé. We haven't figured out the time yet. But that'll be later this afternoon. I think if we can get our shit together, we'll do that today. All right, go away, fucker. Anyone that mentions Diddy is like, you gotta go. Gotta go. See you later. Fuck off. Guys, what's your almighty leader doing to our country, man? He's trying to bury us or what? Like it's not bad enough down here? He wants to impose 25% tariffs on us? Yo, Duncan, put in a good word for us, dude. Don't let that happen. Our economy is already piss poor down here. Udis Fahan in your top 5. You're gonna have to watch, Moose, you son of a. You're gonna have to watch. Tune in, okay? Tune in. It might be. It's close, though. There will be an Oud in the top 5. Will it be Oud Isfahan? You'll have to stick around. It won't be Oud Rosewood, I tell you that. That shit is nasty. That is some nasty ass shit. That is some cutting shit. They should cut that right out. Bring back Damashi, but get rid of Oud Rosewood. Ugh. That is hard to wear. Just got home working the 12-hour. Read through the Chanel's having another price hike. Oh, for God's absolute joke. Anyway, my scent of the night was Dior New Look 1947. Great scent of the night. I love that. New Look 1947. Absolutely hate what is happening in this world. And just the cost of everything going, what the fuck is happening? That's all I ever hear anymore. This is going up, the price of that. Oh my God, you just can't get away from it. And even when you try to, it's like people are reminding you of it. And it's like, all right, stop already. Stop. Dior Riviera is number 1. At what? To get chopped? I would chop that. Diorama close second. Hey, I like Diorama. Yo, I really like Diorama. Don't say that. What's going on, 6? It's gotta be Fev. You gotta watch. It might be Fev, it might not be. If this is Bobby O's list, it would be Fev. I wonder if Rich will have Fev. I don't know Rich's list. And I know he had a bottle of Fev. I'm not sure if he sold it or not. But if he still has it, it might be on his list. We would be doing a 10. Rich doesn't have 10 though. It would have been better to do 10. But I think he's only got 5. So I imagine there will be some overlapping picks. What happens when we die? Um, well, our soul just goes back into consciousness, and then we come back whenever we feel like. We take a pause for a bit. You know, we unwind and we go through a review with our creator. He highlights a couple of things for us. You know, it's like a end of the year report card. You know what I mean? They just kind of tell you how you did. Do you want to come back? Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in the future? And then if you're interested, you come back. I just keep coming back because I have way too much fun. You know, where else would you go? Like, where else can you wear perfume other than here? So I think that's what happens. But I'll let you know the next time I come back. Scent of the day, Old Spice, cologne. Because I'm traveling and all the good stuff is packed in the suitcase. Where are you going? Oh, it's really nice in here. I don't want to go inside, to be honest. I'd rather stay out here. The search for the perfect song is a deep desire to find the essence of being. We want to replicate the very nature of reality through its most symbiotic form, music. That's very well said, and you can almost say the same for perfume. It's like a lot of us here in this space look for that one perfume that's going to save us. That's going to save us. That's going to end our search. That's going to define us. That's going to be our entire meaning. Yet we keep searching and searching and searching. And sometimes it gets close. At the Balkans, there's a boycott. No one goes shopping at the stores today. Croatia started it. I'm sure Diaghilev was on that list. What's the best spot to buy cologne? lesupstoday.com. I wish I got Dior Leather Oud before it discontinued. Such a lovely masculine scent. It is. It is absolutely wonderful. And I imagine it's probably still available in Paris. Exactly how it happens in South Park. How did it happen in South Park, Moose? How's everybody doing? Everybody having a great night? A great day? What's in Australia now? It's 4:02 a.m. here. I imagine the witches are about. But I'm way too loud. I'm way too distracted to be able to pick up the witches. I'd have to be in like silence. Unless they really wanted me to notice them. If they've got a message, they'll let me know either way, but Pat Lester says, I hate to say this, but I haven't sampled any Dior Privé yet. Well, I'm excited for you then, because there's a whole new beginning for you. And that's always the best thing of parts is new beginnings and the memories. Do you also believe in reincarnation? Yeah, I believe your soul is reincarnated billions of times. It's just energy. It's just energy. Transfer of energy. Death is just another path, one that we all must take. But it's also the beginning of something new. Just because we die, it doesn't mean it's the death of us. It's the death of our physical reality. The death of this body that we wear, this mask over top of the soul or the spirit. Or as Esther Hicks would call it, Abraham. I'm going back to Dubai Saturday. I'm gonna wait for your arrival. All right, man. Wait at the airport. I'll be right there. Come get me in black Uber. Wife says I can't buy more perfume until I sell some. Happy wife. I still get some. Just have it shipped to the neighbors or to your workplace. That always works. Or you can just have a happy wife and not buy any more perfume. What's happening, Hobson? Scent of the day, Noya, the moon shadow. Everything's great here. Good to see you. Dushan, Prince Charles. Guys, let us know what you're wearing. Now it's starting to get cold. Now I'm starting to feel it. In South Park, when you die, you lose control of your bowels. That's probably the best part. Is getting to shit yourself for the last time and not having to clean it up. Have someone else pick up after you. Yeah, buddy. Well, Dunk, you got it good, it looks like. Dunk's always getting some. Chamber of Six says, I believe in it too. That's what Hinduism says about reincarnation and karma. What, just that like a transfer of energy? Reincarnation, life cycles. Okay, let's go inside. Oof. I'm starting to feel it. Here we go. All right, we're back in action. Back in the saddle again. All right. Nice and cozy. All warm. How's everyone doing? What's everyone wearing? Let us know what you're wearing. If you're wearing perfume at 4 o'clock in the morning. If you're not, that's cool too. I won't hold it against you. What's happening, Baboosh? Good to see you, Baboosh. What's up, ML? Sung home today. Not a huge fan, but it's got to get used up. There you go. I'm not familiar with that. Is that the stuff in kind of like the blue, violet colored perfume? Ending the day in Pavarotti. Rich will be happy to hear that. Is Pavarotti still in production? Rich will be able to answer that. I want to love you. Yeah, Moose, you can. I want to love you too. I just want to love, man. I just want to love. Such a greater feeling than hate, isn't it? Hate is so deep. Love just feels good. Yo, just want to love. Just put it out there. Put on some music for a while. I'm already in Jersey. Like, I'm already OD'd in Jersey. I put on a lot of this. This is so warm and cozy and comforting. And like I was saying, it's like a sunny day. It's like you're out in France on the lavender fields during a sunset, and it's just like the rays are keeping you warm. It's so lavender fieldish. Very dry and vanillic lavender. Really beautiful. Really, really good stuff. Jersey. A little bit simple, but yeah, it's purple. Yeah, it's the purple juice, but this is purple as well. The lavender here is purple. And it's cottony soft, almost like laundered sheets, like fresh laundered sheets, fresh laundered linen or cotton white sheets. Hating takes up energy. It changes your entire mood, like instantly. Just puts your body in like this toxic shock. It's like the ick, you know? You're like, ugh, get away, get that away from me. I wouldn't want to be in that energy for more than like just a couple of seconds, you know? As soon as you get it, you flush it, you just discharge it. You don't hang on to that. Ooh, that's trouble. Don't hold on to that energy. That's a lot of trouble. Get rid of it. Flush that shit. Because then it kind of builds up, right? And then it pents up and you save it, you store it. And when you're least expecting it, it explodes. It just comes out at the wrong time. You're like, oh shit, where did that come from? Oh, it's that battery of energy I was hanging on to. That shitty energy. Prince Charles says, Eugene, if you're going to Dubai, try the Bahour from Hind Al Oud, wearing Saint Germain des Prés. Powder power. It is powder power. I love it. It's so good. And okay, I will look out for Bahour from Hind Al Oud if and when I ever go to Dubai. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, and enjoy Saint Germain des Prés. I love it. Really, really nice powdery perfume. Great for spring. One of my favorites. I would say one of my all-time favorites. What's happening, Rizzard? Good to see Rizzard. Sung smells like masculine soap. It's nice. I don't have it though. I remember Christo reviewed that kind of shortly before he left, and he put like a nice hype to it, like a nice trail of hype. Why even hate? You get what you put out. Yeah, it's kind of what karma is, right? It's an energy. Exactly what that is. It's a magnet. Karma's kind of like a magnet. Speaking of death, what's your last scent ever? Ooh, last perfume ever. I'm going to say Mitsuko for me. Mitsuko kind of smells like death. It has a little bit of decay, decaying earth in it. Like cold ground. Exactly in the place you go when they bury you. No, do you get that in Mitsuko? Very earthy. Super earthy. Super earthy. That's, you know, I think of earth when I smell Mitsuko. I smell of Mother Earth. Shit, I smell like horse dung, you know what I mean? Like scattered about. I smell horse saddle leather. I would say Mitsuko. There's even some sort of like sparkle to it. Sort of like it's your last sparkle. What about you? Is it just me or Monsieur smell exactly like Géranium pour Monsieur? My guy, I think it's just you. Because it doesn't smell exactly like Géranium pour Monsieur to me. Monsieur to me is black. It's dark, it's heavy, and it's tarry. A Géranium pour Monsieur is very floral. It's minty. It's fresh. It's clean. It's light. I mean, it's a fougere, so it might have the thick texture like Monsieur. Monsieur is very textured, right? And you have that in Géranium pour Monsieur, a lot of texture. They might be similar in texture, but in smell, no. I would say no, not for me. What's happening, Aperol? Am I turning into a vampire? Not anytime soon. What time is it here? It is 4:14 a.m. in Toronto time. And we're just chilling, man. We're just vibing. I just got home and I'm, you know, just chilling. We got 28 in the house and it's good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. But what time is it where you are? Let us know what time it is there. Let us know what you're wearing. I know you're wearing something great. Let us know what it is. Share it with us. Share. Sharing is caring. And we want to know. Everyone, let us know what you're wearing. Let us know what your perfume of the day is. What is the great perfume you're wearing today? What did you discover new today? What did you discover old today? What did your perfume remind you of today? Did it take you anywhere? Did it lose you? Did it make you cry? Did it make you smile? What did it do? Why are you wearing perfume? Let us know. Like, why are you wearing perfume? Let us know what your perfume did for you today. Wife's birthday today. We'll be wearing La Duletic skis out on the town. Awesome. I love it. Happy birthday to Antonio's wife. Happy birthday. Big day. Duncan says Mitsuko does have a champagne floral thing going on. That's a hard one to pick for me. Just one spray. Just spray everything. On the last day, just spray one of everything. I mean, would you be able to appreciate perfume like that? I would say, yeah, Mitsuko for me. I hope you guys all have your own Mitsukos. So I imagine you're talking about Mitsuko. It gets better after it matures, but it smells like cinnamon chewing gum. I get a lot of cinnamon, yes. Yeah. Chewing gum, like tamales, hot tamales. Ashtray and a kind of synthetic soap brightness doesn't quite hit the mark. You're talking about Mitsuko, right, ML? Yeah, for me it does. It hits all those notes, you know, everything I'm looking for in a perfume. Kind of like the poetry, the structure, the aesthetic, everything is just perfect. The balance, I just love it. You know, the fruitiness, the bitterness. It just feels like it's an extension of who I am. I'm just a very earthy guy. Montana Parfum de Peau. It's a very powerful floral chypre with touch of animalics. I put on music for a while because I wish it was spring. It'll be here soon enough, germs. And then what? What's going to happen when spring gets here? What's going to change? Are we going to be wishing for summer? And then when summer gets here, we're going to be wishing for what? Spring again? Because the winter is just around the corner. We got to enjoy it all, the good and the bad. Enjoy it all, buddy. AW, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Sampled Les Indemnidables Fougère Emerald. Definitely on my buy list. I'll have to respray that. But sounds good. Have you heard about the price increase of Les Exclusives supposedly effective February 1st? Somebody was just mentioning it in the chat earlier. I heard, and it's really disappointing to hear. I mean, not just Chanel, but like globally on an economic scale, everywhere, everything is kind of going up. At least where we are in Canada, and that's like you just hear it every day on the news, and when you're talking to your friends or your coworkers or your neighbors, it's just like the conversation always turns to the cost of living. So, yeah, and you know, I mean, getting it from Chanel up the ass, what feels like twice yearly now is just like, all right, let's just lube up, you know, and take it. That's all we do is we just take it and we take it and we take it. By everybody, the perfume brands, our government, you know, everybody. We just keep taking it. Just keep taking it. Why do we keep taking it? Why are we so distracted? When are we going to say enough is enough? We don't want this anymore. We don't need you. We just got to say no. We got to band together, but no, we're separated. They keep separating us because they know that's what works. That's what keep us distracted. Heaven can wait. That would be your last scent of the day. That would be a good one. Nice and earthy. I love cinnamon, but not plasticky cinnamon. You find Mitsuko plasticky cinnamon? What about the peach? Do you like the peach? Or does it not matter? The peach doesn't matter. I love music for a while. Smells like potting soil after 7 hours. Straight up funeral dirt. I love it too. I love the sticky pineapple. It tells a story. What's happening, Justin? Good to see Justin. Sean, good to see Sean. Always walking in at the right time, eh? Surprise! Good to see Sean. Bro, what? Less exclusive price increase. Might have to sell a kidney. It's fine. I can live with just one. I mean, yeah, it is crazy considering they just put in that new box set for the less exclusive, the 5-piece. I'm not sure what that was priced at. But it's just like, when is enough enough? Like, how much do you guys need? It's crazy. It's Perfume. We get it, it's great, but every damn year is mental. I think the for a while part refers to the wearing. When it's gone, it's gone. Sean is in Platinum Egoist. Cinnamon's a hit and miss for me. I usually like it, but I don't like it like scolding hot. Like the Diptyque has one, and it's just like potpourri cinnamon. You know what I mean? It burns the nose hairs. It starts pulling at the nose hairs. Is it called Loitra? I have it too. No, it's called something like Low. Oh yeah, it's Diptyque's version of Low. I think it's called Low something, and it's so piping hot. I absolutely smell something like Lucifer himself would wear. Absolutely. I think even on the back, on the decal, Diptyque has like the illustrations. I think it's actually the devil on the back of there. And I think my bottle is actually in storage. I don't have it on my shelf. But that is cinnamon pipe hotting. Hey bro, your voice is amazing. I never know when they're sarcastic, but thank you. Even though I don't believe you. Switzerland is overrated, but their flag is a huge plus. Sandra, hi Sandra. No scent of the day for me yet. Let us know what Guerlain you're picking out. We know it's gonna be Guerlain, Sandra. Good to see you. Are they going up in price again? That's what the rumor is. Wearing Heaven Can Wait might give me a temporary reprieve. Reprieve to what? My bad, I was describing Sung Home. Smells like plasticky cinnamon gum with old cigarette butts and laundry sheets. I thought you were talking about Mitsuko because that's also got cinnamon. The cologne's on the second shelf behind you is catching my attention. What's a good one? Anything from Chanel. Anything, it doesn't matter. Just go in the store and pick the one that you like the best. Doesn't matter which one I like the best. You find the one you like the best. I like all of them, so. And I don't know what you like. I don't know what your tastes are. I don't know who you are. I don't even know your favorite color. How can I pick a scent for you? Go and smell everything. Go now. Run to the store. But I'm in Jersey, okay? If you like lavender, then Jersey, or a boy. Boy's a big lavender. I got the day off tomorrow. I'm so excited. Oh, it always feels like Friday. I look forward to this moment all week long. It's exciting. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to finally be here. But it feels like I'm always here. Whatever happens, I always come back to this moment. It's wild. I'm still trying to figure out how that works exactly because I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I am sure, but sometimes it's like I get stuck in a loop, you know? Like when those old cassettes, you know, those old cassette players, when the tape would get unwound, you know, and it gets stuck in a loop. You ever get like that? You get caught in a loop? Don't like super strong cinnamon scents. Chanel prices are driving away sales to the point they're laying off staff. Yeah, what the hell's going on in this world? Quite like the cinnamon and egoist. Me too. It goes good with the rosewood. It's just perfect with in egoist. But in egoist, it is cutting. It's very sharp and cutting cinnamon. It's almost like hot tamale cinnamon. It's very biting. My favorite color is orange. Okay, now we know. Bleu is amazing. I have some 1985 Chanel clones that are better than originals. But that's my secret stash. I don't believe you. First of all, I don't believe you. Who certified them to be better? Where is it said they're better? Who says they're better? Not sure yet what I might wear. Scent of the evening was vintage Vol de Nuit EDT. It's just beautiful, much spicier and green in the opening than the Pure Parfum. I was just talking to Thomas about Vol de Nuit last night, and we were both kind of agreeing how spectacular it is. The EDT and the Pure Parfum is amazeballs, like absolute amazing. I'll never forget the first time I wore it. On the way to the lake, all right, I was still married at the time, and I just put it on. It's a 2-hour drive to the lake. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And there's a bunch of chatter going on here, and I'm like, shut, no talking. Nobody's allowed to talk. Don't distract me from Vol de Nuit. I got 2 hours and I just want to enjoy this. And it was, I remember every single moment of it. 2 hours is the most beautiful thing I've ever worn. I was in just like awe of how beautiful perfume can be. Did Guerlain just up their prices? I almost bought Abbey Rouge. Last year it was going for around 50. You're always going to find Abbey Rouge on discount or on sale, or but it's their exclusives. It's their exclusives that keep going up. I don't know what's going on with Guerlain and their price ranges. Chanel's are always well balanced out. Cinnamon doesn't overpower. Musk Ravageur scratches my cinnamon itch. Yeah, that's a good one. It's clove and cinnamon. That's a great pair. Clove and cinnamon always pair well together. Are they just going to increase the price of less exclusives every year? Dude, it sounds like my mouth is so pasty and dry. It sounds like they do it twice a year. When Eugene's perfume ruined everyone else's lake day. No, man. No. It was my day. I mean, this is, I'm living in my life, you know. I got to be able to enjoy the things I want to enjoy and not other people's bullshit. And for me, in that moment, it was Vol de Nuit. We were enjoying Vol de Nuit. It's all about Vol de Nuit. That's another beauty. Beauty! If you haven't tried it, what are you waiting for? Get some Vol de Nuit. But I'll remind you, it is old lady-like and powdery and dusty and dry and quite floral. Very floral, but it's all balanced so beautifully. It's like a real proper classic perfume. Very proper. Like number 5 or 19. Can you order me some food? What would you like? What would you like? What did everyone have for dinner? I had a bunch of protein. Oh, yeah, of course, protein. It's almost tempted to go get some cinnamon toast crunch. I keep getting bombed by their advertising on TikTok. It's like every now and again I'll get hit with a cinnamon toast crunch, and it's always like I can't get it out of the back of my mind, you know? If there's things that I don't want to see anymore, I'll just like I'll remove it from my feed because there's like a place you can, you know, not see this again, but it just keeps coming back. Cinnamon toast crunch. It's like the cinnamon toast crunch knows that I want it and it wants to be wanted too, so it's looking for me and I'm looking for it, and we're just looking for each other. And this is its message to me. It's signal. It's sending out a signal. Come get me. Sean says I found the opening of Queer Canage too old ladyish for me. Too old ladyish. Big orange blossom, mentholated orange blossom in the top. You found, oh, it's powdery. Too old ladyish. I find it a lot like Shalimar, to be honest. Very much like Shally, old Shally. You ate a Guido. Why did you take a Guido? What is it about the cubes? If you told me to shut up, I'm smelling my perfume at the lake. No, it's just on the drive there. No, I didn't say shut up. I was just like, all right, quiet. I was just enjoying my friend. Like I can smell it just coming up. You know what I mean? With the air conditioning coming on, and it was like I was watching I was in my own show. I was in my own world. What was the most beautiful? I was probably number 19. Firecrackers probably not allowed in Canada. They took away our assault rifles. Trudeau took away some sort of rifles. I think it was assault rifles, I think, and some other sort of rifles. I don't know. He took away rifles. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I had it on a donut once. I can do without the donut, but I do love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm not a fiend for like a lot of junk food, but the ones that I like, I really like. 2 chicken breasts and a huge sweet potato. I had some potatoes. I had a chicken leg and thigh. I had a pound of ground beef, and I had about 5 fried eggs. I had some blueberries. Had some almonds. Had some walnuts. I had a spoon of honey. That always goes down nice and warm. I always grab like a handful of, it'll either be pumpkin seeds or walnuts or almonds, and a spoon of honey. Twice a year is quite crazy. Yeah, it sounds like it is twice a year. It's probably not. It's probably more like a year and a half, but I don't know. I'm not really keeping track. Prices are almost double from when I started buying them. Yeah, I mean they go up so often. I forget what I paid for the first ones. I tried Antaeus and put them on Sear. Bought put them on Sear ADP. Antaeus was too shaving foamy in the armpity, but the dry down was great. I'll go back for another time. All right, so I hated it even more than you did. I despise Antaeus. Like the first 10 times I went to the department store, like the only department store that carried Danteus, okay, it's probably like five times. The first 4 or 5 times, I hated it so much that I look forward to going to that department store just so I can smell it again and make fun of it and wonder like, what the hell is this weird thing I'm smelling? Like Castorium just didn't make any sense to me. You know, all of like the aromatic notes and just like that crackling oak moss. It was just weird. It was just so old and ancient to me and animal like. And I was just like, why would anyone want to smell like this? Like it's just smelled like 80-year-old person. And whenever it came time to go to that store, it was at the Hudson's Bay. And I lived like at the time, it was probably like an hour away from there. So getting there was, you know, it was an adventure and it was also exciting. And when I would get there, I would run to the Chanel counter. I'm like, I got to spray this thing. And after 4 or 5 times, I was just like, you know what? I'm starting to like this. But it was weird to me, like just admitting to yourself, like after making fun of it for so much, you're like, this is awful. This is so weird. This is horrendous. This smells horrible, horrible, horrible. To then going, you know what? This is not bad. I kind of like it. It's weird. It's a little bit weird just to admit it to yourself. But then, you know, after 4 or 5 times, I fell in love with it. I was like, I have to have this. I got to buy this. I got to own this. Even though I'm not sure I'll wear it because it's just so weird. Like it's got that, like that stinging beeswax, that honey bees. It's just so animal like, you know? And I've worn it to work a few times back then. Now I wear it no problem. Back then I wore it to work a few times and it's made me uncomfortable. Antaeus made me uncomfortable in a few times, especially with the animalics, the beeswax and the castorium. Like when my body would warm up, this thing would just kind of glow and growl and take on its own life. I was like, oh, wild and weird at the same time. Uncomfortable. But Prince, I mean, go back to it. You know, don't give up. Go back to it. Even if it's in like in 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 years, go back to it because it's really a nice, it's a nice piece of work. I'm working on a masculine aldehydic rose right now. I'm calling it Smells Like Old Lady for him. It sounds like a portrait of a lady thing. But it sounds good. Aldehydic roses. I love both. I love aldehydes. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is probably the best cereal ever. Cookie Crisp is great too. Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm a Honeycombs guy and Cinnamon Toast Crunch mostly. Diaghilev gives me those vibes. I like her to just enjoy. The second smell comes when you get back on the vehicle and you can smell it all over again. In America, we have a condiment sort of like peanut butter. It's just Cinnamon Toast Crunch spread. You can put it on toast. Name something more American. I don't know, just the hot dog maybe. The hot dog's pretty American, but that sounds good. Cinnamon Toast Crunch spread. I wonder if we can get that on Amazon here. 81 and Teus is a different beast. I can't explain. You just got to try the vintage hype is real. My bottle is older and I've got it. It had that animalic kick. I don't really get the beeswax as much now as when I like early on in with my bottle with my experience, because I remember beeswax specifically, just like this warm, mucky, golden honey, like really, really, really beautiful. Cinnamon Toast Company made a spread using, oh, so you got to get it from them. The only compliment I got with Antaeus was an 89-degree weather with 89 humidity in Texas. Yeah, I wouldn't picture that as a great warm weather perfume. It wouldn't be my first choice, I'll be honest. It's a little bit too heavy, even though it's not a heavy fragrance. Honeycombs is the best. Baboosh, how's Australia? Peanut butter Captain Crunch life cereal. Yeah, I like peanut buttery things. Peanut butter, yeah, it sets off my dopamine pretty good. Hot dogs are German. Not in America. Not the way Americans eat them, bro. Have you seen Americans lately? No offense, guys. Let's say number 5, Le Petit Jeuneur breakfast with cinnamon toast crunch accord. It'd be nice and spicy. A PBJ sandwich is pretty darn American. Peanut butter, yeah, that would be pretty American. What else? The bicycle's pretty American. Baseball's pretty American. Popcorn is American. The automobile. How about the Ford? Pizza ain't Italian either in America. Raisin Bran gets the job done. How about like those honey oats? I heard your Antaeus story and I was expecting to hate it like you did. Just know I will go back to it. Love the dry down after a couple hours. I got that cosmetic lipstick vibe. I love that. And very soft, right? They had to throw that in there. Great job. How's everyone doing tonight? Scent of the day, Rochas Massacre. Can you review M7 if you have it? I do have M7. I do. You mean like talk about it right now or do a video on it? How is everybody doing? We got 40 in the house. Kellogg's Red Trésor is the best cereal. Wait, what is Kellogg's Red Trésor? That sounds like a perfume. That sounds like a cereal and a perfume. Now I want cereal, guys. Now I kind of want cereal. How do we get on this topic? Who brought this up? Was it me or you? Now I'm feeling like something snacky. And it's not going to help my abs, guys. Snacks are not going to help my abs. So what are we going to do here? In this moment of weakness where I have a craving, what should I do? Should I go ahead and indulge and bust? Or should I take a deep breath at 4:44 a.m. and preserve? And depend on my energy stores. Gulp water. Salty water. Firmenich owns Kellogg. I wouldn't be friggin' surprised. Perfumers are now working for the food industry. You know that, right? Who the hell do you think is making like Jell-O? It's not like somebody's mom and boxing it. It's all science. Don't indulge, bro. But how do you do that? How do you do that? Abs will not help your snacks. Carl, where do you go in your moment of weakness? RFK is probably going to get our favorites banned. I'm okay with that. I mean, if they're banned in other countries, they should be banned here too. If they're banned in the EU, they shouldn't be available for us in Canada, and they shouldn't be available for us in the US. But our government has sold us out for profits because they don't give a fuck about us. They truly don't. And if you think they do, you're a fool. You're an absolute fool. Money is what matters. My wife orders Johnson & Johnson baby powder vintage. She said it. She don't care about cancer. What? No, don't say that, Dunk. You gotta guide her, man. You gotta be her light. It's better than new cornstarch formula. I mean, isn't there something else that you can replace that with? It's crazy when you think about the amount of products from your childhood that are no longer available. I feel for young me. Or the products that have been changed, the formulas have been changed. Almost everything has been changed, especially on food. Even when you go to things like bread, they're no longer like 3 or 4 ingredients in bread. Now it's like a list of the materials like this. And you're like, why is there like rubber mat materials that go into rubber mat, like foam rubber mat materials go into this loaf of bread? Why is my bread like, why can I compress it like this and let go? It just pops right back up like this. Bread shouldn't be doing that. Bread shouldn't have 20 ingredients in it. What's happening, Dan? You're going to get some rest. Yeah, you deserve some rest, Dan. I'm going to get some rest too. Oh, man. Very interesting, Prince Charles. That's how you hold back, eh? So he says, when I'm tempted to have a toss off, I read inspirational letters from family and poems people have given me. And then the vibe is too wholesome for me to toss. And then all of a sudden, do you feel dirty in that moment? Oh, yeah, it's a good way to store your energy. Don't give it away. It's definitely beneficial to hold it. Don't just be giving it away. I told her to knock off the baby powder. She's addicted. I mean, what do they use baby powder for? It's just to absorb sweat, or she just likes the smell of it. Subway stopped using that ingredient in 2012. How many ingredients in Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Way too many. Way too many things that aren't good for you. But post-nut clarity is a lifesaver. Yeah, but sometimes it's too late. The post-nut could be too late. Save yourself. Run. Nod off. Have you ever read Bukowski? Very visual stories, no matter how you envision it. I think you'd enjoy it. No, I've never read. Eat snacks once a week and you're good. It won't affect you really. Yeah, once a week should do it. That would probably curb the urge. But a little bit of fruit will do that too. And it's so much better for you. Fruit won't spike the insulin as much as anything sugary. I mean, certain fruits, not all fruits, some fruits will. I think bananas do. Blueberries are okay. Apples might spike insulin. I had some seaweed flavored Lays the other day. Is that a barf face? What forced you to eat those? And how long have they been making seaweed flavored Lays? Not heard of those. Two apples a week and 3 salads. I've kind of stopped eating salad. A little bit. I'll eat it a little bit. But not as much as I used to. I used to eat more salad. Carl's in Comet today. Feels like I'm walking on clouds. Yeah, I know what you mean. I get that feeling. It's just so soft and luster. Sticky and sparkling. Kind of like after the rainstorm, eh, Carl? Walking on clouds after the rainstorm. Après Leon Day. Isn't that very interesting? Walking in clouds. Because, I mean, it does. Okay, it does smell kind of like Après Londi. Après Leon Day. Rose, iris, violet. Almond, heliotrope. But let's not let Comet take Comet is a big star, but let's not take its star outshine Jersey. Because this is what I'm in today, and I love it. But you're right, Comet is great too. You don't win friends with salad. Yeah, I get that. Friends don't want to come over if you're eating salad. If you're having sausages, they'll be over in a minute. After the Rain is a great fragrance. Darren Allen, After the Rain. I had a dream the other night. I was at a perfume counter and lots of discontinued gems were there available to buy. Should I be worried about my mental health? No, that's quite normal in this space. You're perfectly fine. No. I mean, it's just the universe telling you that that's a dimension you want to enter in the future, and you probably will. That dream will turn into a reality very soon. It's just kind of like forecasting the future. You just saw yourself in the future. That's what we do. That's how we get the things that we want. That's manifesting. Yo, that's literally manifesting. Petrichor is the smell of rain on asphalt concrete. Yeah, that's Le Labo by Bay 19. bloody hope so. Well, there you go. You're saying it out loud. You're manifesting it. We got to get you into the discontinued boutique. We got to get you over to the Nuges. By 19 is nice. Louis Vuitton Orage has a similar vibe, and I prefer that though. I'm not familiar with Orage. I had a psychic tell me she'd teach me for free how to manifest. I turned her down. Why did you turn her down? Is the Tom Ford frag new, Bois Pacifique? It is new, yeah. I've not smelled it yet, though. What's happening, Alan Hansen? Good to see Alan Hansen. I think Orage is French for storm. Well, that makes sense for smelling like after the storm. Hello, how's life doing, man? Life is doing great. How's life doing for you? Life is doing wonderful. You got to make it wonderful. You got to make it however you want it. You're the creator of your own life, your own reality. Don't give that power away. Keep that power for yourself. Stop jerking it off. You give it away when you do this. Give your power away. Stop giving it away. Right, Duncan? Tell them. I'm afraid my warlock powers might be used for evil. Why do you think that? What's your thoughts on Beau de Jour? Great fougere. I love it. Really good. Minty lavender. Minty ambery lavender. So good and spicy. Spice and woods. I love the rosemary in here. I find the rosemary like metallic. This is so classy. This is so gentlemanly. This is what I would put for a guy in a tweed suit. You know? Let's say 24 to 36. Or even older to 50. Lots of patchouli, lavender patchouli, so thick. Green, mossy, minty, spicy, bitter woods, incensey. It's a great barbershop perfume. The bottle's amazing too, right? Tom Ford bottles are pretty dope. I like the bottle. I love the pinstripes. Very classy bottle. I love the bottle. The bottle's great. I love the bottle. I love the pinstripes. Look at that. Reminds me of Yankee pinstripes. Who in the Yankees? This is Derek Jeter. This is what Derek Jeter would smell like. Mossy. You must have incredible trust in yourself, and that trust needs to be finite and never wavering. You got to be the truth, Duncan. You got to be the absolute truth. Are you not the truth? If you're not the truth, what are you? I really try to enjoy Aaron Terrence Hughes, but could not find a thing that spoke to or was wearable. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, great scent. I pulled this out the other night, and this stuck with me. Even after the stream ended, somebody asked about 34 Boulevard. And even after the stream ended, I carried on through my night, and this just kept wafting up. I was like, oh man, this is so good. I got to remind everyone how good this is. That's 34 Boulevard. This is the scent inspired by their boutique on Saint-Germain-des-Prés. Is that Saint-Germain-des-Prés? 34 Boulevard, Saint-Germain. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that's what it's called. Saint-Germain. 34 Boulevard, Saint Germain. Oh, it's Celine is Saint Germain des Prés. Alan says scent of the day is already I Dare You by Maison de Parfum. A seriously urinous opening. Shocking, but mellows to a creamy pine and oud. A cream pie would be good, but pine and oud is good too. I wonder if there's some jasmine on that baby. Grey Vetiver or Beau de Jour? That's a tough one. Love both. For me, Beau de Jour. Easy, without any question. Immediately, no hesitation. I never even bought Grey Vetiver and me were like, I don't know, oil and water kind of. Salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar is a better mix though. Hi Danielle. Eugene loves a good cream pie. Do you not, Sean? Are you denying a good cream pie? I heard Tom Ford Grey Vetiver was David Bowie's Daily. Interesting. Has he ever been photographed with it? I know in one of his, it was like one of his dressing room photos, like press photos, he was pictured with a bottle of Diorella. I don't remember ever seeing anything else. Here from New Zealand, it's 11 p.m. on a Friday. Awesome. Good to see you, New Zealand. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. We're having a great time here. It's 5:01 here and just outside of Toronto. I'm just outside of Toronto in Canada. So it's 5:01 in the morning and we're just kind of tailing off this live. 72 minutes. So I just came on to say hello and hang out with the crew and talk about perfume and life and aliens and witches and scarecrows and whatever else we want to talk about. Mostly perfume though. Perfume and our poetry to it. Winter for you. Yeah, it is very cold here. It's summer in Australia. Enjoy. Let us know what perfumes you guys are wearing in the summer. I can't get too many deliveries, but found the Lagerfeld Classic at a rack store. Anyone tried it? Any upcoming perfume releases that excite the group here? Yeah, guys, don't hold out. What's new and exciting? I like Grey Vetiver and coulda get a bottle after it got discontinued. I passed, shoulda got it. I mean, if one came up now, I don't know. I would revisit it. I would retest it, definitely. All right, you fuck. You gotta go. Just for being a fuck. That's what you get for being a fuck, okay? You just can't be like a fucking regular person like everyone else. You gotta be special. What are you, on the spectrum? You fuck. Another fuck. Here we go, another fuck. All right. Maybe it's time to go back outside. It doesn't really piss me off. I mean, I'll never think after this moment. I'll never ever think of it again. You know what I mean? And just in passing, but I like to have a good time with it too. On it doesn't piss me off, but I don't want the guy to keep popping on here. Yeah, yeah, but we're gonna try and come back tomorrow. I'm not sure if Rich has responded in the chat, but we're gonna do our top 5 Dior Privé. It should be tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be next week. I don't know. We'll see. No rush. We got no rush here, okay? What time is it? It's 5:05 here. Who said I'm not from Toronto? I will cut your dick off. Okay? I will cut your fucking your left nut off and feed it to your mom. So what should we do with the rest of them? The ones that don't make the top 5. Do we gut them? Do we get rid of them? Where can one get Fahrenheit Perfume? Good question. And wherever you can get it, you should run. What's happening, Milos? Knight Rider is here. Yeah, I think that's what I named the stream, didn't I? Knight Rider. Knight Rider. I don't see here what the stream is called. I think it's Knight Rider. I forgot now after 77 minutes, but yeah, that sounds familiar. Do you have Latafa? I don't have anything from Latafa. Any prizes for guessing yours or Duck's top 5? Yes, we'll both send you blessings. Top 5 David Hasselhoff scents. Eugene bleeds maple syrup and has balls like hockey pucks. Have you ever played hockey? Have you ever stopped hockey puck? Rich won't tell you his real top 5 fact. What do you mean? What do you mean he won't tell us his? Won't tell me or won't tell you or us? Agree, Eugene. Glad I grabbed a bottle of Fahrenheit Parfum late last year. Why? Is it discontinued? I hope not. Yeah, but it's really, 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 really good. Honestly, I prefer it to the OG. I know that's a travesty and a sin, and it's not often that I enjoy flankers more than the OG, the original, but that is one where I do. Your brother-in-law still used Davidoff Cool Water. Cool. I bought my son a bottle of Davidoff for his 5th birthday. You're like, you're getting Davidoff Cool Water. I played street hockey a few times as a kid, but being English, it wasn't my go-to sport. A great sport. Eugene, tell us your top 5. No, you got to come tomorrow. I'm not going to do it now and again tomorrow. Yo, that would be crazy. Quentin Tarantino says cinemas are dead. No way. Yeah, because all the movies are political now. Everything's about fucking politics, and it's not about, like, Quentin Tarantino made fucking real movies. What's with all this, like, Barbie shit now? That's political, right? Au Noir. Oh, yeah, Au Noir will definitely be in there. I don't think any fragrance hoarder will release their honest top 5. What? Why not? Why wouldn't they? That's what they're here. That's what we're here for, to share our love for perfume. Why would we lie about it? How many bottles do you think they're gonna hoard? Hundreds and thousands of. Come on, man. That's crazy. I can't imagine anyone not sharing or being honest. Heads up, Eugene, UPS stopped delivering to American PO boxes in case people have orders sent there. All right, cool. Thanks for letting me know. I use mostly Canada Post. But yeah, I love you. What do you love about me? Let's hear it. Talk is cheap. What do you love about me? Let's hear it. I've been wearing Shalimar ADP for 7 days in a row. Really good when it's snow. Yeah, Shalimar is great. It's a great classic. Davidoff Cool Water plastic cap. And these days feels cheap. Everything sucks now. Now we got to stay optimistic, right? We got to stay optimistic. We can get down for a little bit, but not too long, right? Can't stay down there because then we get stuck in that vibe. And it's kind of hard to start getting out of there, start turning the wheels. Like once you're laying down, it's a little bit tough to get up. But once you're up and you're going. So we won't shit on everything. We'll shit on some things a little bit. I got Fahrenheit Parfum after you started talking about it more recently. Lovely vanilla that I did not think much about before. You got it? You like it? I'm so glad that you got it or that you're enjoying it. That's awesome. Carl, from where I can't find it anywhere in stores in America. So is it discontinued? What's going on? Is it not available at duty free? I'm pretty sure I got mine at duty free. My Fahrenheit Le Parfum I picked up in duty free. I mean, guys, you guys remind me. You guys remember way better than I do. I got guys here that's watched every minute of every video I've ever done. And they know their memory is way better than mine. Like if I need to know something, I'll ask these guys. But I think I got it duty free when I went to go see Ashton in Tennessee. That's what I'm pretty sure I bought at the airport. Way too much politics and art, no escapism anymore. Yeah, it's like people, even in music, it's showing up in all the rap videos. It's just everywhere. It's everywhere. Do you like Zegna perfumes? I would have to discover them. 6. Now I wish I had gotten Fahrenheit Absolute. For me, I prefer the Parfum, but Absolute is good too. I don't wear my Absolute. If I'm going to wear Fahrenheit, it's always the Parfum. I like Ashton and Subscribe, but he has thousands of fragrances and only talks about the same 20 and 30 Sephora-esque store designers. I honestly haven't watched him in a while. I have no idea what he's saying or talking about or what he's pumping. Doc Locke, what is happening? Received Descendre yesterday. Awesome. I'm so glad that it showed up. Bathed in it last night and today. Love it. The beautiful sweetness blends perfectly with the sticky resinous woodiness and smoke. Thank you for sharing your creativity. Awesome. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. You're very welcome. I appreciate it. Wear it in good health, Doc Locke. Zegna Indonesian Oud or Ombre Peruvian are gems. What's happening, Rotterdam? Good to see Rotterdam in the house. How's everybody doing today? Friday. We made it, guys. Friday. We did it. And we'll be back next Friday. Alan Hansen can't stop swearing. What's happening, Alan? What's going on in your life? What is stressing you out? What's gotten you? I remember you tried Ashton's Zyrana popcorn fragrance and it made you smile. but you didn't consider it a fragrance. See, I don't remember that, Dunk. I don't remember that, man. I know this is a smelt channel, but can you tell me a bit about those pieces of art behind you? I collect art, whether it's paintings by independent urban artists or collectible cards. Yeah, those are paintings that were made by an artist friend of mine in Montreal. Her name is Anna Panunto. And I was the inspiration to her paintings, and she had just painted them and said, "Hey, I've got this painting of you and these two women." She goes, "I don't really know who they are, but they just kind of came up in my dreams and I painted them." She calls them my Mona Lisas. They could be my ex-wives. I was married twice. Or they could be future wives, or they could be soulmates, or they could be, I don't know who they are. It's up to you or me or her to kind of figure that out. They could be whoever you want them to be. They could just be some putanas if you want, right? But I like them too, and I thought it was the perfect spot to put them. But I'm glad that you like them. At first, I was a little bit weary. I was like, do I want to hang these in my room? You know what I mean? Like, who are these chicks? Are they good spirits? Are they evil spirits? Are they watching over me? Are they judging me? Are they here to support me? Are they like, what are they? Who are they? Who are these witches? But you know what? They've brought me nothing but good luck, so I keep them there. Nothing's been floating around. Nothing's left. There's been, everything's great. Milos having lunch and watching the stream. Awesome. Hope you're enjoying your lunch, Milos. Good to see you. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Enjoy your Friday. Work is temporarily shit. It'll pass. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of that too. And hopefully it gets better for you, Alan Hansen, and for so many others. Those are really good. They are. Thank you. I'll pass along the word. I really like them too. They kind of fit perfectly there, right? They kind of match the ambiance. I have a sharp mind for the ridiculous. They reminded me of the Mona Lisa. Good to see Dushan. His work is finished. Now he can chat. Idema. What are we chatting about, Dushan? What's in store for your weekend? What do you got planned? Milos says, I got Tom Ford Noir, that dark bottle discontinued. No sweetness there, just powdery floral. Kind of Le Leon dry down, really. Tom Ford Noir? I found it so much softer and warmer than Le Leon. Le Leon is sharp and biting, cutting. Damn. Really sharp. Let's do a line. Let her rip, man. I have some weird dreams. Stop trying to figure them out a long time ago. Why? Why have you given up on your dreams, man? Those are meant for you, dude. Don't give up on your dreams. They're trying to tell you something. You gotta wake up. The weather is great here. Let's go clubbing this weekend and test perfumes. Oh yeah, I love going into the city and sniffing perfume. I love going into Toronto. I loved it more when there was a Guerlain boutique, because then it would make my walk longer. Because there's a section in Toronto where it's like Saks, Nordstrom, Hudson's Bay, and there's like some really small discount perfume boutiques. And then it's, I don't know, maybe like a half-hour walk, maybe more, maybe in some 45 minutes, depends on how good the conversation is, whoever you're with, and how fast you guys are walking. Sometimes it could be a 45-minute walk to where the old Guerlain boutique in Holt Renfrew's was. So then they would have a Chanel counter over there, Chanel boutique by right across the street from Guerlain, basically. So going sniffing downtown could take you a whole day. It would just be like an action-packed day, a full day of sniffing, you know? You start at Saks, and there you get all the good. You get the Serge Lutons, the Le Labo. They used to have a Guerlain boutique at the Saks, but that closed down, or they moved. I don't know what happened. Now it's Creed. Creed took the spot of Guerlain at the Saks there. Yeah, they've always had a big Serge presence. They have Initio, they have Tom Ford, they have Le Labo, Frederick Mull, MFK, Aqua de Parma. So yeah, that was always fun. And then they have like an adjoining bay there, a really big bay with a huge fragrance counter. So many sales assistants. Oh my God, they're like bees and no, they're more like mosquitoes. They just these are aggressive sales assistants when you go downtown. Super aggressive. They're all over you. They're like pests. They're literally so pesty. You gotta be kind of like a snob, you know? Unless they're cute, and then you give them all the attention they want. But you don't buy anything just because they're cute. Never buy something just because she's cute. Unless you're like really desperate for it, but yeah, so going downtown is always a great trek. But it's great when you have great company, when you have a like really passionate people sniffing with you. That's always the best. And you go and you smell a bunch of stuff and you compare, and you know, you just share notes and you laugh, and that's the best. I had a dream, and our neighbor was sitting in our car, and he turned around and looked at me, and his head was a sesame seed loaf of bread. Were you smoking anything before you went to sleep? What about Acqua Parma releasing Colonia 2 Profumo? I need to try that. What's your favorite men's designer line? Chanel. What do you mean? Okay, what do you mean by designer line? Explain, please. What do you mean by designer line? Oh, Terre de Hermes or Allure. Oh, okay. So let's call them like franchises, almost like a movie. Like a movie will have flankers. I guess we can call them like a franchise. Fragrance. I don't know what would be the proper term. No, it's not franchise, is it? I like Terre de Hermes. So it would have to have then a specific amount of perfumes in the franchise or the collection, right? Like you would want an EDT, an EDP, a parfum, maybe a freshie of some sort, or an elixir, or an aquatic, or a sport, or so something like L'Homme Ideal, right? Because there's things like Egoist and Antaeus that don't have any flankers. It's just like Egoist and Platinum Egoist. And you wouldn't even really call it's because Platinum Egoist is technically a flanker of Egoist, isn't it? Right? We love you too, Dushan. Dushanol. Dusha. Dusha means soul in Croatian. Dusha. 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 As in the line in the hole, those are my favorite. My favorite too. Yeah, Duodome and Terror are both great. Duodome is great. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Duodome. It's really beautiful. The new stuff's kind of plasticky, but maybe the Ancre line from Lalique, good price and quality for every situation. Carl Anderson likes Lalique Ancre, Ancre Noir. So I would say, I would say I prefer Terre de Hermes to L'Homme Ideal. Yeah, I think that would be pretty fair to say. What do you mean, do you believe in God? What does that mean? What is God? Like, explain what you mean by God. Dusha in Czech means soul too. What's your definition of God? What's your definition of God? God is just human imagination. But didn't God give humans imagination? That's a pretty vicious cycle, isn't it? We are God. We work within one another. Only if you let it. Only if you let it. Only if you find Abraham. You've got to find Abraham. So you don't believe in God. I didn't say that. Nobody ever said that. No, Louis Vuitton gave us imagination. I saw it the other day. I love all that Croatian Balkanian countries. Balkan countries, all the pavements, houses. You know what I love are the roofs. I love the clay roofs. That's one thing I miss seeing. Clay roofs. All the roofs here are like black, brown, gray. Shingles or tiles. They're not clay. The clay roofs are beautiful. They got charm. Gray roofs are from a different Italian culture. Pula, Easter. I think those are islands. Yeah, islands. Have you been, Milos? Been to Makarska, only split Zagreb. Sweet. Is it your favorite place to vacation? But want to travel to Mostar Bridge so much. I've been there. I've been to the bridge in Mostar. I've got a photo album somewhere. I'm trying to think where it is. I think it's a good time to cut this. 5:31 a.m. Just outside of Toronto, just on the perimeter. But it was good seeing you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, I hope it all makes sense for you. Because it's supposed to make sense. If it doesn't make sense for you, chairs flying. Yeah, almost like a bomb went off in the cafe. It was a scary thing, man. My cousin's just like, let's go, let's go. I was like, what the hell? I've been to every bar and nightclub in Toronto. I've never experienced this, what I'm experiencing my first night in Mostar. And it was like shortly after the war, so it was a little bit scary. Scary times. But my cousin's like, yeah, this is usual. It'd just be like some sort of explosion or a fight or violence, and somebody would get thrown across the table, smashing into things. And yeah, but yeah, it's good seeing you guys. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow at some point. We'll be back at some point. I love you guys too, man. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. Have a great day. See you guys soon. Bye.